Hello guys, another account review. Today we have Adik. He requested me to say this name, so I'm calling him Adik. Yeah, I'm saying Adik multiple times now. Anyways, his message to me is, Hi, I've been playing this year since Eskimo event rerun, so around the middle of March, Kronstadt's event. Since then, I believe I logged in every day with game running in the background while farming while I'm doing other things. And because of that, I can sometimes forget about it. Good, that's how you're supposed to play the game. My goals are trying to get my collection to 100%, good luck. Although it will take some time and to get as much ships to 120, yes. I like using my favorite and good meta ships. I try to build the best fleets I can, but it's very far from being good meta since I still lack a lot of ships. I'm still spending I'm spending money on Azur lane, but not so much. Also, my luck is sheets, and all of my UR I got while my friend was rolling. All right, so that's the message to me. Right, so it's a kind of a fresh account. We got a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get right into it. It's audio. Let's go. So let's start off with the usual stuff. Going through the account. New player 102. I can probably imagine where this guy is as of right now in the game. So let's go ahead and look at ships as of right now. So judging by this, I see quite a lot of HMS ships. So definitely wonder what this guy's faction is. Link to show more. There's more stuff here. What is this? Oh, this was updated 2 days ago. Okay. Kind of late here, but okay, I was really late here. Right, let's look. Oopsies. Okay, let's go look at this one. This is the updated one. Right, this is a 3 months updated. Thank God. I'm just gonna be late there. Right now, this is much better, much better. All right, so we got the 3 URs already at max. Good. No Kronstadt though, but hey, you don't really need her that much, so you are good to go there. Again, a lot of HMS ships that a lot of the HMS or no, I thought Valiant was in here, but she's not. But HMS though, I respect it. I love that faction. So going down the list, we have quite a lot more 120s this time around. Very nice. Actually quite a bit. So I'm actually very impressed. That's actually not that bad for like what 9 months. It's actually not that bad. A lot of 120s here. Now, how's a good ship? I'll give you recommendations later on if I ask for them. But there are a couple ships in here that I will point out. They are pretty good to have at 120 if you really want them, like, or not Duke, you already have Vanguard already. Albion's pretty good, Imperial is pretty good. Sirius is good for carrier setups. If you want to use that, highly recommend. Monarch, my beloved, if you need her, she's good there too. But you can kind of use her, I guess. Not really, but if you have Musashi and Vanguard, you can kind of use her, I guess. It's up to you though. Everyone else though, Centaur is good. I think that's pretty much like all the good ones, at least the ones I see so far. I'm going down and list some more. There's a lot of 141s. I wonder why 41's a stopping point for this guy's EXP. I really wonder. Huh. Like a lot of these ships just stop at level 140, like level 41. That's very peculiar. Very interesting number. Maybe he'll say something in the comments, I'm not sure, but level 41 is a very unique number. Not sure why. Maybe it's like you dump 20 EXP cards into them just to burn them out, I guess. Maybe that's why. Not exactly sure though. Anyways, though, ooh, that's an interesting way to split that. We'll talk about the gear later though. Let's talk about the stuff you actually do own. So I think you got all the UR gear up until now. You got Vanguards, you got Musashis. Alright, you're pretty much good to go. And you're working on the good stuff that I always tell people to work on. We also got Gear Labs update, so if you can make a 457, that'll be really good. And then you can buy one from the prototype shop, and you got 2 right there. Having 2 457 is actually very good. More junkers, if you guys maybe can make them. I'll go ahead and make another video, probably today as well too, talking about another of the Gear Lab update. The Gear Lab actual review will probably be in a couple of days though, but you guys will see that later when I make more videos talking about Gear Lab stuff. Oh boy. Gold plates though, you're getting into OS, that's good. Always get into OS, even if you guys are low level, do your best. get those gold plates, get those prints, mats. Especially with the recent update, it's very, very good to get into gear labs now because there's a lot of good gear in there now. So highly recommend you guys do that. Anyways, for PR development, we have one is pretty much in the works as of right now. I think you're skipping it. I'm not exactly sure. Two, touched on but not entirely built upon, which is fine. Three, also touched on but not clearly done. Four, I think you're working on four as of right now, which is good. Four is definitely the one I always recommend. And then five, we just raised it just to look a little bit, so that's good. Now, as for campaign, not campaign, we're doing OS. Okay. I respect it. Using Nelson actually for the mob setup. That's actually very, very interesting there. I would definitely put more gunboats right here. You have a lot of front-loaded damage with Jinsu, Ayanami, Perseus, and Unicorn. So after their initial burst, your real damage at that point is pretty much Nelson. And like that's pretty much it. So you kind of want to have some sustained damage in here. Like 2 gunboats is actually really good, just to keep some vanguard damage up front. Nelson is fine for now, but you kind of want to have more sustained damage in case you can't clear the enemy waves in the first maybe like 10 or 15 seconds. Highly recommend you having some more sustained damage though. Now, maybe camp. Okay, nice. 13. All right, saw it coming. 13. This is the anti-air war we're getting on here. If you have 125s, it will make it a lot easier, easier of a run for you. So just knock it out with 125s, and there's some anti-air ships as well too. Also the URAA, but I don't recommend making that, especially if you're a new OS newcomer. Do not recommend. It's a pretty whatever thing I'm about to make. Anyway, so questions. First question: how to max out my PR progress? Never ever do anything below coin missions. Always do coin missions minimum. If you can afford them and speed things up, cube missions are also very good, but you don't get gear prints from them, so keep that in mind. But never ever do anything less than coin missions. Always do coin missions. Don't do free ones. Don't do the other ones. Cube missions if you have to get some gear prints. That's actually not a bad choice either. But never ever do anything that doesn't cost coins for developer prints. Always do coins minimum. Second question: what should I do with my core data? I have almost 8K. I have no idea what to do with it, and stacking up also gives me nothing. So let me see here. I have like a mind fart right now, but I think you're talking about what I think you're talking about. Where's the core data at? Like over here, I think. Right? Am I trolling? Guys, I'm trolling right now. Hold up. It's in the blue, I think. Give me a sec. Eyes are blind. Alright, you have like 12K right now. Alright. So, if you have shells, I think you have shells here. You have a decent amount of, okay, 4 black shells is fine. How many white shells you have? Get more white shells. Whites are better than the black shells by all means, not being racist here, but the white shells are much better because of crit damage and hit rate on them. Crit damage means you can roll higher damage on it, so therefore I like it way more. Consistency is fine, but I've always been a big fan of more damage, even if it is an RNG percent, so I go with the white shells. Since you are going to World 13 as of right now, I would recommend getting some Corsairs as well too. They're called like VHV4 Pirates or whatever. Get those. Those are very, very good for World 13, and you're getting to World 13 as of right now. So get like 3 Corsairs from the shop, and you should be good to go. Getting Corsairs are the best planes to use for World 13, so having a couple of those on your carriers will help you out a lot, so do that. And then after that, get a VH plating for your large cruisers as well too if you need them. And there's other couple things too you can buy in there, but mainly 1 VH plating, get 3 Corsairs, get more white shells, and maybe like a 2 or 3 homing beacons as well too, and you should be okay. So buy those things, and you should be good to go. The third question: what gear should I use or get? I know that I have some okay spare gear, but I don't know on what ships to use it on and what gear should I focus on getting. Gear lab update, I will make a video about it in a couple of days, but baguette guns are always nice to have, which you guys see on the screen as of right now. junkers as well too. Get at least 4 junkers, and then some other stuff as well too. But I know Gear Lab has like a new update that some of you guys may not be concerned of. I know I made 2 videos in regards to Gear Labs, so look up like KimoCheese Gear Labs and you guys will find stuff on that. But there are a couple gear in there that's pretty good to build if you guys can build them. It costs some OS mats, so keep that in mind. So do that. Obviously, PR developer stuff gives some good gear as well too, like AP rockets from PR4. Get those, definitely get 3 of them. AP MK6s, the one you see on Warspy right here, are very, very good as well too. Get about 2 maybe for these. PR5 has some, I think it's a PR5, some like decent DD guns as well too. So there's also that. PR2 has some Seattle guns, one of the best light cruiser guns as of right now. So there's also that. And yeah, this is PR stuff, Gear Labs. I will make an updated video talking about it in a couple days. But as of right now, with the old updates, those videos are still relevant, so you can do that for just figuring out what gear to get. But there are quite a bit of gear you can upgrade by all means, though. Or just look at my recent video I made about like best gear for whatever. But it's updated like pretty late though. Whatever. Like I made like 2 months ago. The 4th question: what ships I currently have should I focus on getting them higher level and good gear? I think I briefly touched on the ones that you can work on, at least the ones that are like below level 100. As of right now though, in terms of ships that you do have, like How is not bad. I personally like using How, especially when you have like no other good options for battleships. Definitely like that. Rune can also be pretty good of a tank if you need her. I would get a large cruiser though, but having a Rune as a tank for the time being is definitely not a bad option. A Cheshire is not bad either. Cheshire help you out in World 13 really, really well. So when you want to tackle World 13, she's a really, really good asset to have. Swifter is also not bad either for World 13. But Cheshire, though, is a really, really good option overall for just tanking purposes and for World 13. So she's a really good option to bring to 120, 125 even. 5th question. Should I start getting submarines to higher level and gear for them? I think you are getting to the point now where you kind of want to have subs. At 13, you definitely do without subs, but 14, you kind of want to have subs with you. And when you get into the later stages of OS, which is like maybe Stronghold, some Abyss Sirens, and especially Arbiters, you want to have submarines around with you for that extra damage. They're very, very important to have along because you can use them. You can use 4 fleets per fight for whatever you're doing in OS, and submarines can enter 4 fights along with you. So so 1 fleet will enter 1 time, submarines can enter 4 times. So having invested submarines in OS is actually a very, very good asset. Not to mention, they're also very, very good to have with you in World 14 for that extra damage. So yes, I would say start working on them as of right now. So yeah, get the as for like core stuff, like get some of those little notepads or whatever I use on my stuff. I don't know what they're called, but like auxiliaries. I think I showed them somewhere, but like a purple notepad. Snorkels are pretty nice to have too for submarines. Grab those things, whether it keeps them like in the water for a long period of time, and you should be okay. So that is it for this account review. Pretty straightforward. A very active player as well too. Go ahead and dig through those videos that I told you to do. Gear Lab stuff. I'm not gonna post them here, just like 2 of them though, but they're somewhere in my library. And I will make an updated video in a couple days talking about the new OS or the new Gear Lab update with the new gears and all that jazz. But I made like a couple already touched upon, like the UR anti-air, the baguette gun, the 457, so those things. But I will make an overall general one in a couple days though. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.